Welcome to the 40th, really? 40th, virtually live. And this is a little different one. I filmed on October 31st and on December 8th. And there was a lot more snow on October 31st. When I got to the south end of Admiral Road, I saw this critter jumping through the snow. Obviously a weasel. At first I thought it was a least weasel, but if you can see, there's quite a significant black tip on the tail. Yeah, this is a short-tailed weasel, a brown short-tailed weasel that has not turned white, not yet an ermine. We can't call it an ermine until it turns white. And he was hunting voles along the road. Pretty cool. I tried to get closer, but she was fast and not really paying attention to me at all, but obviously on the track of the voles. So kept going down the road, and I this is the best I could do. But fun, yeah. And now they have the opposite problem. The ones at the Welcome Center are white, and yet the landscape is brown. But here's a vole track. You can see the vole track under the snow, and it plunged down in. Here's another critter that is having a little hard time with this late arrival of the snow. A snowshoe hare tucked under some branches, trying to stay inconspicuous. Yeah, we need snow. I am keeping my eyes open for fisher. You know, that hare and porcupine-eating weasel, quite a bit larger than a marten, and certainly many, many times larger than the weasel we saw this morning. My two fisher sightings have been in late October, and I'm approaching the spot where I saw one a few years ago chasing a snowshoe hare. Both were kind of in this Owl Avenue corridor. But check this out. He came running out of the woods, and you can see he turned the wrong way, because look at the snowshoe hare in the background is running north up the road, and the fisher's running south. So they don't always get it right. Did spot a late October shrike and another vole snatcher, and unsurprisingly some turkeys. Picked up our season's worth of sunflower seeds, maybe our season's worth, at the feed mill here in Floodwood. And yeah, 600 pounds of black oil, 150 pounds of Niger. Will we go through it? Will we need more? Stay tuned. Depends on the birds. And hopefully the bears are sleeping already. Well, this is the site of the new Admiral Road feeders. And yes, they will be vandalism proof, vandalism resistant, maybe is a better word. Well, better get to work. They are just 0.1 miles north of the existing Admiral Road feeders, and yeah, maybe it'll also help spread folks out a little bit. Maybe we'll get different things at the different feeders. So looking forward to seeing what happens this winter. The existing Admiral Road feeders will stay where they are, but we added these made out of 1.5-inch black metal pipe. Should last a while. We're going to add some logs. Right when we put out that suet feeder, guess who showed up? A Canada jay checking out what we were doing and sampling the suet. But yes, the original Admiral Road feeders are still there. And guess who's been a regular visitor? Not one, but two marten. And these adorable critters are a boreal forest specialist. Often eat eggs, ruffed grouse, squirrels. In fact, they're the only mammal that can chase down a red squirrel in the trees, but won't turn up its nose at a little peanut butter either. Big thanks to Ron and John for rebuilding these feeders this fall. Some visitors had a blackback woodpecker here on Warren Worcester Bog Boardwalk a few days ago, and I see workings on the trees, and a hairy woodpecker, but no blackback yet. Right at sunset, I found a ruffed grouse feeding on some birch catkins. They are a bit of a circus act way up there in those tiny little branches, performing a balancing act as they try and reach those tastiest of catkins. They also eat aspen buds right before sunset. You know, this is a good time for them because the goshawks are asleep, their main predator. And at sunset, they'll tuck down under the brush and spend the night. Cut across road. Do not try and drive this in the winter. Pretty quiet, pretty quiet. We knew from the winter finch forecast that it would not be a great finch year. The red poles are out here. They're scattered about, still eating birch seeds and alder catkins. They'll probably come to the feeders second half of the winter. There are evening grosbeaks at the Zabin and Mary Lou's. None at the Welcome Center yet. Speak of the devil, red poles. But yeah, we need some snow. There has been a hawk owl seen on 7 just south of the greenhouse, and there's been some regular great gray owl sightings, so that's good. What do you do when you can't find any birds or mammals? You head over to Mary Lou's. She always has birds. Oh my god, I have a boreal owl. Maybe? Maybe? Oh yeah. No. I don't know if you've seen the Driscoll's new feeder just across the road from the Zabin on McDavitt, but it is truly one of the 7 wonders of the bird feeding world. Check this thing out. Man, something else. I made it to Mary Lou's. There's her donation box. Don't forget to give her a little support, a little love. And there were a lot of the usual suspects around. Some very friendly red squirrels. Some very stationary bald eagles. Oh, I hadn't seen this before. Mary Lou took the placemat we designed for the Wilbert and turned it into a little banner. That's cool. Here are the evening grosbeaks. They're coming back. There they are. Let's go. Gray skies. Be tough to get a good shot, but maybe they'll come down to eye level. The word nuthatch comes from the Old English nut hack. And here's a white-breasted nuthatch hacking away at a sunflower seed. It's wedged in the bark. Hairy woodpeckers can do that trick too. I heard the tink-tink of a flying purple finch, and sure enough, a female came to the feeders just briefly. There have not been really any purple finch around this winter. A pretty high proportion of rough-legged hawks are these dark morph, just dark chocolate brown black birds. But these crows took an exception to its presence, and they just harassed the heck out of it. Rough-legged hawks nest up on the tundra on cliff faces, but they spend their winter with us until the snow gets too deep and they head south for better vole hunting. I swung by the Welcome Center and there was a nice cozy fire in the propane stoves, and the ermine showed up while I was there, but I was inside eating my lunch, so I didn't get any videos. But hey, store is looking good, and you know what? You better order your calendar if you're going to get it for Christmas. Yeah, guaranteed delivery if you order it by this Friday, December 15th. And it is stunner. 90 photos, all taken in the bog, all in the last 12 months. It is December 8th, and I am on the Taiga Boardwalk behind the Welcome Center. It's comprised of two spurs, the John C. Gale Memorial Spur and the Becky Listig Memorial Spur. And we're going to go see Mark because he is finishing up the project today. And so you will be able to walk from the trails to the west of the Welcome Center all the way over to Grey Jay Way. Now you can make different loops. And folks have been looking for the ermine today, and he was just seen and kind of ran out towards the boardwalk. But yeah, superstar bird of the episode. I have to give it to the Evening Grosbeaks because they're back. First ones I've seen of the winter season. But superstar mammal of the episode is for sure that short-tailed weasel. Can't call it an ermine when it's brown. And that was back in October when we had snow. Running around on south end of Admiral in 3-4 inches of snow. So, all right, remember to get your tiny bird art in, and the auction starts January 25th. And we already have gotten some amazing art pieces. Check them out. Go to our website, and under the events tab, you'll find the tiny bird art. Get ready. It's going to be a wild auction. Please join us for the Birdathon, world's coldest birdathon. That's a blast. Yeah. It's going to be great prizes, too. If you win, you'll eventually get your name on a plaque on Gary, the Great Gray, in the Welcome Center. All right, let's go visit with Mark. I like it. See you on the next episode, which will be about the Christmas bird count on December 18th. Keep your eyes to the sky looking for these rough-legged hawks, and hopefully your feet will be in the snow. I don't know.